Have you ever wondered why some people live well into their 90s or even cross the 100-year mark while others struggle with health issues much earlier? Is it just genetics, or could simple daily habits be the real secret? Let me tell you a story. Meet Helen, 72, and Robert, 68. They live in the same neighborhood, just 2 streets apart. Both retired around the same time, but their lives after retirement couldn't be more different. Helen walks her dog every morning, cooks fresh meals, and enjoys gardening. Robert, on the other hand, spends most of his days sitting on the couch, watching TV, and skipping meals. 5 years later, Helen is more energetic than ever. She recently started hiking with her granddaughter. Robert, sadly, struggles to climb stairs without losing his breath. Same age, same neighborhood, but completely different outcomes. So what's Helen's secret? And how can you follow the same path to not just live longer, but live better? Stick with me, because in the next few minutes, you'll discover science-backed tips for longevity told through stories you'll actually relate to. And by the way, when you hear tip number 3, let me know in the comments if it matches your lifestyle. Just type the number 3 below. I'll be checking to see how many of you relate. The Longevity Blueprint: Small Habits, Big Impact. According to research from the Blue Zones, regions in the world where people live the longest, long life isn't just about good genes, it's about daily choices. Let's break it down into 5 areas: movement, nutrition, mental health, social connection, and disease prevention. 1. Move your body, but keep it gentle. Here's something interesting. People who live past 90 rarely spend hours in the gym. Instead, they move naturally throughout the day. Walking, gardening, stretching, small, consistent actions. Take Helen, for example. She never lifts heavy weights or runs marathons, but she walks her dog for 20 minutes, tends to her flowers, and sometimes joins a local dance class. That's enough to keep her joints flexible, heart strong, and energy high. Science backs this up. A Harvard study found that people over 65 who walk at least 7,000 steps per day reduce their risk of premature death by up to 50%. Practical tip: aim for 20 to 30 minutes of light walking 5 days a week. Practice balance exercises like standing on one foot to reduce fall risk. Stretch every morning. It keeps your muscles active and prevents stiffness. If you're over 65 and can still squat down to pick up something from the floor without losing balance, you're already in the top tier for healthy aging. 2. Eat like your future depends on it, because it does. Picture Robert's typical lunch: a microwave pizza and soda. Compare that to Helen's salad with grilled salmon, olive oil, and walnuts. Over time, these choices add up. Studies show that seniors who follow a Mediterranean-style diet, rich in vegetables, whole grains, lean proteins, and healthy fats, have up to a 35% lower risk of heart disease and live on average 5 to 10 years longer than those on a highly processed diet. Practical tip: fill half your plate with vegetables at every meal. Eat more fish, nuts, and olive oil. They support heart and brain health. Cut back on added sugar, processed snacks, and red meat. Helen has a little secret. She enjoys a glass of red wine 3 nights a week. And guess what? That's okay. Moderate red wine consumption has been linked to better heart health, but moderation is key. 3. Train your brain like a muscle. Do you know what's just as important as physical health? Mental fitness. Cognitive decline often starts silently, but staying mentally active can delay or even prevent it. Helen plays crossword puzzles and occasionally takes online courses. Robert, however, rarely challenges his brain beyond flipping TV channels. Science backs this too. According to the National Institute on Aging, engaging in mentally stimulating activities like reading, learning a new skill, or solving puzzles can reduce dementia risk by up to 30%. Practical tip: read for 15 minutes daily. Try a new hobby: painting, cooking, or even learning a new language. Socialize often. Conversations stimulate your brain more than you think. If you already keep your mind active every day, type the number 3 in the comments so we know you're part of the Sharp Thinkers Club. The power of social connection. Here's something many people overlook. Loneliness can be as harmful as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. Shocking, right? Helen volunteers at the local community center twice a week and meets her friends for coffee every Saturday. Robert, meanwhile, spends most of his day alone. Over time, Helen's social lifestyle has protected her mental health and even strengthened her immune system. Science proves this too. A study from Brigham Young University found that seniors with strong social connections live up to 50% longer than those who are isolated. Practical tip: call a friend or family member every day. Join local groups or community events. If you're tech-savvy, use video calls to stay in touch with loved ones. Longevity isn't just about living longer, it's about living happier. 5. Prevent today, thrive tomorrow. The biggest difference between Helen and Robert: Helen doesn't wait until she gets sick to care about her health. She goes for regular checkups, monitors her blood pressure, and stays up to date on screenings. Key preventive measures for seniors: get annual checkups with your doctor. Monitor blood pressure, cholesterol, and blood sugar levels. Stay up to date on vaccines like flu shots and pneumonia prevention. Maintain a healthy weight to reduce strain on your heart and joints. One Japanese study found that seniors who regularly visit their doctors, even when they feel fine, have a 40% lower risk of developing chronic illnesses compared to those who skip checkups. The 100-year mindset. Longevity isn't about avoiding aging, it's about aging well. The good news is you don't need drastic changes. You need small, consistent habits that compound over time. Helen didn't wake up one day and decide to overhaul her life. She started with one daily walk, one healthier meal, one new hobby, and one regular health check. 10 years later, she feels decades younger than her actual age. You can start today too. Pick one of these tips and commit to it. Whether it's walking daily, eating more vegetables, calling a friend, or training your brain, choose just one. Small steps create long-lasting results. Now it's your turn. Which of these 5 tips speaks to you the most? If you relate to tip number 3 about keeping your brain sharp, type 3 in the comments. If you're already walking daily like Helen, type 1. Or just pick the one habit you're going to start today and write it below. Your comment might inspire someone else to start their own journey towards a longer, healthier life. And if you found these tips helpful, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss the next video on senior health and longevity. Remember this: living to 100 isn't about luck, it's about choice. Start making yours today.